President Trump sounding confident as negotiations continue with Iran on a final agreement to end the war. However, disagreements are popping in the new talks around Iran's commitments in the Strait of Hormuz. The president is warning that regime must live up to its commitment to what he calls nuclear honesty. General Jack Keane.
He has got to make certain that we are in control of those inspections anytime, anywhere. The president needs his team on the ground with them, accomplishing his objectives with the complete bias that that brings to the table. This is the number one objective he's trying to achieve, and I think we got to have our boots on the ground, our experts on the ground, making sure they're being achieved. And if they have any doubts about it, dial the president back and talk to him about it. They should be working for him.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst is in the Middle East. Trey.
Harris, good morning. I spoke with the president today. He says U.S. inspectors will join the IAEA in inspecting Iranian nuclear facilities. He says there is no rush because this material is buried deep underground in the aftermath of Operation Midnight Hammer. As it relates to the Iranians, the president said they'll make a deal, put it in writing, then they'll go out and say it's not true. He went on to say they've agreed to it. They've agreed to the inspectors. Now, the head of the IAEA echoed the administration's position today, saying that inspections will take place at Iranian nuclear sites, marking a major milestone in negotiations between Iran and the United States. He indicated that identifying the location of highly enriched uranium remains the top priority.
This has been signed, has been agreed. Paragraph 8 of this Memorandum of Understanding says explicitly that the nuclear activities that are going to be carried out with regards to the nuclear material facilities and will be supervised by the IAEA in all letters.
While the timeline is unclear, this statement shows that while Iran says one thing publicly, there are clear agreements behind the scenes. Now, the president's remarks come as more vessels are passing through the Strait of Hormuz. With millions of barrels of crude oil exiting the Persian Gulf each day, the ceasefire on this front appears to be making steady progress. In terms of sanctions relief for Iran, President Trump posted to Truth Social today, saying in part, we will be releasing some of their money that is totally controlled by us to our farmers and ranchers for the purchase of corn, wheat, soybeans, and more. Food is desperately needed in Iran, and we will be purchasing it for them exclusively from the United States. Now, the president indicated to Fox News that an estimated $500 million worth of goods will be purchased. This comes as Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in the Middle East for meetings about the agreement and the path forward. He said this on Tuesday about Iran.
If Iran makes a decision, if its leadership makes a decision that they want to be a country instead of a revolutionary movement that exports terror, they're going to have an opportunity to do incredible things in Iran. I'm not promising you that that's the choice they're going to make. I'm saying if that's the choice that they make, then there will be opportunity.
And Harris, on this outstanding issue of Lebanon, yesterday in Washington, there were a fifth round of direct talks between the Israeli and Lebanese governments aimed at normalizing ties between the two countries and disarming Hezbollah. Harris?
I mean, if Lebanon could have disarmed, if they could really disarm Hezbollah, they would have done it by now. They've wanted to talk to Israel. You told us that first. It's been 3 or 4 weeks ago. You broke that news that Lebanon had reached out to Israel. Hey, we're ready to talk. Can they even do that?
This is a great question, and what the Trump administration is trying to do here is encourage the Lebanese government to use their army and participate in these efforts to disarm Hezbollah because they see it as something that would benefit both Israel and Lebanon. And it's not just in the south of the country, it's in the capital of Beirut, in that southern Dakhla neighborhood.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Maybe they perceive that as actually taking on Iran, and that would be interesting. Trey Yingst, always great to have you. Thank you for your wonderful reporting. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.